comfortable draft now for RCC. Team Flash, they need some sort of assassin that can dive the Novaria eventually. Gonna be looking for that. Um, Team Flash is also a team that likes the Hellcurt, which is an assassin that really makes it so difficult for Navarre to play. But if they
Mm-hmm.
do want to go for Hellcurt, that will be in the latter portions of the draft. That could be their last pick, right?
Mm-hmm.
So
Mm-hmm.
they
When
might
they
just
can
go
steal.
for yeah, they just go for another Harith actually for Team Flash. Uh, no, they go
Oh, the
Fanny.
fanny, yeah. Thank you. I love
All
when the
right.
people. And now the easy part is done. Now you gotta like perform with the fanny. Please
Yeah.
don't farm till level 6. Go
Yeah.
earlier.
Yeah. Well, if there's anything, Hades is a Fanny master, so you can expect him to be aggressive in the early stages. It's gonna be that's definitely gonna be one of the considerations here. RCC, they definitely need more lockdown. Apart, Arlot surely great when it comes to like controlling with the Final Slash as well as the Vengeance and also the Dash. That's a good answer for RCC because that's the thing with Fredrin. It kind of combos well with the Arlot because there's a lot of sources for CC. Like you have a knock up, you have a taunt. If you are the Fredrin, and it's very much timeable because when you land your taunt, you reset your your knock up anyway. So there's just a lot of like synergy between Arlot as well as Fredrin. So that's just such a great pick for my
Mhm.
RCC.
Yeah, the synergy is the key. It's
Yeah.
every time. But Valentina, like as well, is kind of blocking RCC for going this AoE crowd control type of heroes.
Yeah.
Like it's so uncomfortable now to pick like Grok, Minotaur,
Yeah.
because you're gonna get this back.
Yeah. Exactly. Valentina. That's the strength of the Valentina. RCC are gonna be banning out the Harith. And interestingly, Team Flash bans out the Brody. Brody is a hero that, in a way, answers the Fanny. The real marksman answer to the Fanny is the Moskov. I'm not sure if RCC plays that hero. But yeah, Brody is a soft answer to the Fanny because it's tanky enough and it has a reliable stun against the Fanny. So you can actually stop the Fanny and then take over with stacks, and you can reach it with the ultimate if you're fast enough on popping it. So it just makes a lot of sense for Team Flash to ban this Brody.
Yeah, pretty good ban, but hey, again, like there is pretty much what RCC can pick now.
Mm.
Leslie 1-1. That's what Clint. Maybe
Oh,
maybe there was Clint, but Clint getting banned again.
yeah,
I hope Wizard gonna pick just pick 1-1. Man, I mean,
yeah,
this is kind of again inside. I told you I played with like three
yeah,
players a lot and coached
yeah,
two of them, so I know them. They're like my
yeah.
children. So yeah, and or carry as well. He
Carry.
have like so good 1-1, but
Yeah.
he's not believing into himself and not picking this hero. So
All
yeah,
right.
that's kind of sad to see. Like he should like commit to it and just go in, like
Yeah.
trust.
This could be as simple as a Bruno for Team Flash. And then if you want to answer the carry, especially with the carry build up now with the quote tag gear carry, you might just go for something like Yuzhong actually for Team Flash. So you also have access to the backlines. Um, and then there's also that Paquito so that you can split push because if you're RCC and when you go Fredrin Arlet, you want to really group up together. You want to team fight as much as possible. So I'm thinking like two answers here. There it is.
Oh,
As
yeah.
expected, it's the
Mhm.
Yuzhong from Team Flash.
But the carry these days are going with this tanky build, and in this
Yeah.
game in particular, it seems like a very very good option here. I
Yeah, I agree.
personally absolutely don't like this build, but in this game,
Yeah.
it's a go.
Yeah, especially against the Fanny. So now you're looking for a roamer for RCC. Do you want to go Franco?
Oh,
I'm not sure if they. I'm not sure if they play
maybe
Franco though.
maybe maybe Kaja, but I would
Kaja,
actually
yeah.
like to see some. Yeah, oh, Tigreal.
Oh, Tigreal.
I mean, that's gonna help. That's gonna help. But
Yeah.
Valentina is a factor, big
Oh,
factor
right, you're
now.
right.
Like,
Yeah. I think that
that's so
the reason,
hard to pick.
yeah, the reason why they picked up the Tigreal is that there's a little bit of invasion that Tigreal can do, like because you can practically reset the buffs, right, because of your dash. But it's not the best. So the choice between like other heroes like Franco as well as Kaja and then the Tiger is more of a personal taste now. I think that they just went in for what is more comfortable for them. Obviously, there's a knock up, a dash, and a knock back, a knock up, and then a stun from the Tigreal. So you overload with CC, and generally speaking, you're in a much better spot, or you're in an easier spot as compared to when you're going for Franco, where you need to land the hooks first.
But I mean, yeah, the Franco is the type of hero who needs to pressure enemy team, somehow pressure enemy team without dealing any damage to them. Basically need to like get under their skin, like, so make them believe you're being hooked like from everywhere. So
Yeah.
it's not gonna happen against Flash probably.
Gonna be a very quiet early game, I think, for at least for RCC, because they just want to make sure that they have good Lord control eventually. So they need the farm for sure.
And the
And,
lane control is some scouting from the Tigreal on the top side of jungle. Here is rotation from the Yuzhang on mid lane, potentially gonna utilize his Petrify here. I really like that. No Purify on Novaria potentially might be an attack.
Always are. Oh no, that's a problem, Hades.
Speaking of
Oh,
attacks,
you were asking for this, War Barbie.
speaking of attacks, as soon as he get level 4, he immediately go for gold lane and picks up the main carry of the enemy team. Wow, that's good usage of the ultimate.
For sure. Diablo, I think he missed some minions up top, and that will be tricky because we don't know for sure if the Valentina will get level 4 with that. Valentina does not go for the switch, so it will not be on the level 4 roam kind of rotation for Team Flash, whereas for RCC, that is what they're going for. So 4 ultimates might be available for RCC. Tiger's Implosion is also available. Castle goes in for the zone out. In comes Diablo, but one shot just secures the turtle easily. Hades didn't even fight, but it comes out knockup coming out from the side of RCC, catching 2 JPL as well as Diablo down and out. Great plays coming out from RCC, and that's a twofer with a turtle to boot.
Yeah, pretty good start for RCC. That's exactly what they needed. Now they gotta help the gold laner of the carry here. And yeah, a little bit of blunder from the Valentina implosion. It, like, kind of wasted it from no one. Trying to like read the enemy attack to ult, but eventually doing nothing, which resulted to the 2 kills for the RCC. But no map control, like you would like to like have blue buff for that.
Exactly. It's gonna be RCC with already a great recovery compared to the previous game. Vanix versus Visor. Gonna be a stable lane. At that, Implosion connects onto 2 after the dash. No various damage is there as well as one shot. And that's gonna be RCC finding and collecting another kill.
No, such a good follow-up from the one-shot on Fredrin here. Makes this crowd control chain even longer with his taunt and eventually finishing up. And now it's probably gonna be the invade on the purple buff. Potentially Dragon gonna be popped. Second skill for Novaria helps to clean up the purple buff, and yeah, pretty good pressure here. Exactly what you gotta do against Fanny.
Yeah. Hades, a little bit early on the retribution, does not find the purple buff. Fortunately for Team Flash, it was the hands of Curtizi. But as a Fanny, you know, missing that retribution of purple buff, that's gonna hurt. That kind of even tells us that RCC might just get this turtle uncontested. Team Flash will not want to fight without the purple buff on this Fanny. So that should be an easy turtle take for RCC.
Yeah, no contest here. Rubit gonna try to do something, but not obviously gonna happen here. But the lanes are being pushed for a little bit. There's some gold advantage on top. I mean, the taking of the shell, gold shell, and on top of that, even the turret. But the attack here from the Arlot run around under the turret and killing the Fanny.
Oh, that's gonna be really bad for Hades. Losing his life up top for a free kill. And then the entirety of RCC just farming. Vanix wants to fight against Visor right now. He's quite low. Gonna be chased down. Good defense coming from JPL, but the flicker place is there. Look at that. Appraiser's Wrath. And in comes the Astral Echo. Vanix now in trouble. Very low HP. Implosion copied by Courtesy. Connects onto one shot. And they have the damage with the turret. They take him out. Now they want to find more. And RCC biting off more than they could chew. They did not respect the damage, and Team Flash punishes.
Such a good stolen implosion here from Valentina. Catches absolutely off guard one shot here and tanking like 5 tower hits, which finished him off.
Vanix with a good recovery out there with the Hasclaws, almost with the Berserker's Fury. It's a little bit waiting for that one, Hades.
Ooh, the damage.
And so far, Castle is being on point with this Arlet.
Yeah, Castle farms a lot, a little bit more than Yuzhong, but on the other hand, the Bruno has a lot of farm, almost get his Berserker's Rage finished. It's around maybe like 1,000 gold more. Initiation and implosion with counter attack on Flicker, catching up 2 people, big control, and the kill that RCC needed. The Bruno shut down, and the follow-up on the Valentina here finished her off as well, and that's 3 kills for nothing.
A very clean take from RCC, and it all started with Kupi going in for the flicker implosion play, catching 2. Defense, Visor gonna be taken down by Hades. Overstaying in the mid lane, might be able to push. The stuns, okay, JPL defends for now. But there's another wave of minions.
Do not underestimate Fanny yet again. Even though purple buff was taken from her and she was killed, and the belt, Thunder Belt, is built on like a first item, which gives you obviously HP and armor, still almost like one-shots.
Yeah. But then RCC are still leading. They might even be able to push bottom lane as the Arlet is there. It is gonna be complete. Hades not gonna find anything onto Castle. Castle just holding his ground. Mid lane, they want to defend this. Vanix receives the Astral Sphere. That's gonna hurt. But because of the Hasclaws, he's able to just lifesteal some of the damage away.
There's a great potential for a huge implosion this game because of Astra Echo, which gives the bigger hitbox on the enemy. And the tower eventually gets just backdoored, and no middle turret.
Yep, there was an update where if your magic damage is higher than your physical, you consider magic damage as your autos on turret.
Yeah. I understand. And mages can push good as well.
Yeah, that's right. Here we go. Looks like there's a little bit of a standoff up top of the river. And T-Flash are not confident playing this because they don't have the purple buff again from the Fanny. And nevertheless, Fanny's in the bottom lane as well. Hades just can't catch a break. I mean, Castle is just destroying this Fanny. And even Kurt receiving that Astral Fear. Troublemaker just hitting the shots. Invasion coming out from RCC. Hades badly needs this.
Ruby's good as well. There's a lot of heroes to pick. We have a lot of heroes. Like Nolan, nobody prioritizes Nolan, but I guess you should understand how to play with Nolan. These times teams are prioritizing.
And
But
now
the
the Lord has
RCC now
spawned.
might go for the Lord because there is no retribution. And Fanny wants to invade for herself. Arlo doing a lot
Oh,
of
no.
damage actually for Fanny. Misses his ultimate, but the second skill of
Oh, no.
Novaria hits right in the front of the fly. And Diablo here trying to invade himself. And forced to use the Black
Oh,
Dragon
no.
to run away, but followed by the arrow
Oh,
yet again.
no.
And the snipe from the potential snipe from the Troublemaker not needed.
A disastrous sequence of events for Team Flash. They will lose the Lord for sure. And Hades already outplaying his opponent Castle, but he did not realize that there's a troublemaker Astrosphere that is ready to receive him. And that actually allowed Castle to eventually take out Hades because Hades was chunked too low. And Team Flash now behind by 5,000 gold, and there's even a Lord gonna be pushing towards Team Flash.
Oh yeah, the underestimation here happens. Like they didn't expect RCC to like prioritize purple buff for Fanny, which is like #1 thing you should do against Fanny. Kinda always. I mean, Yuzhong tried to cover up the buff, but you gotta like I don't know attack on that. And now Fanny should play without purple buff, which is absolutely possible actually. You just need to understand how to do it.
Oh, the RCC are leading by so much. 6,000 now, gonna be pushed in the middle. For sure they'll convert with that, and then Wiser up top just ushered the wave. The minion flow is great up top. They took down the turret naturally. And even the bottom lane is gonna be zoned out. Oh my god, RCC are playing this so well. They are pushing and they are so disciplined at this.
Ooh, the
4-man
big
Astral
implosion.
Echo.
Yeah,
It could be an implosion for RCC. Yeah,
But
be careful
double
about this.
Fury
Final
fine.
Slash not gonna connect. In comes Diablo with the ultimate, but it's not gonna catch anyone. And so weird play coming out from Team Flash.
Yeah, just for in the sake of defense, probably was popped the dragon to save their inhibitor turrets here. It's understandable. Maybe it was unnecessary, but like you know, you never know the future. I mean, the RCC could attack here, and they was kind of prematurely used the Black Dragon form.
Oh man. There's gonna be some split push from Hades, but Castle is there. Fortunately for him, the Astral Echo does not hit. One shot almost controls him, but he gets out. Even the orange buff is getting reset here. He's gonna take it. It should be Hades still. But they need the purple. And this is the priority now for RCC. Clearing out the minion wave and then transferring to this fight. Castle is in here. So difficult for them to fight. And that's an easy purple buff invasion coming up from RCC.
Yeah, and a potential setup for the Lord in 35 seconds. Here the split push comes. I don't know about that ultimate. Have no energy now to run away. Two heroes cutting up. Carrie trying to stack her own passive, running in, popping ultimate, and makes the revenge for the turret.
Not even needing the implosion. Easy job for RCC for now. 12 seconds before the Lord, they don't have Hades. And surely Hades will not have the purple buff because he died. Oh, 100% sure that RCC will secure this second Lord of the game.
Yeah, second Lord probably gonna remain uncontested here. Carrie already starting to chunking down with Fredrin here, working down on the Lord. In 10 seconds, you gotta kill it like right now, probably. Yeah, Lord is dead, and in 5 seconds it's gonna come, which is pretty good, and gonna march towards the mid lane.
Here we are with RCC dominating the game, giving away this Fanny for Hades, but outplaying him all along the way. And it's just a unfortunate sequence of events for Team Flash. Already put them in a very compromised spot. Now it's so difficult to recover if you're RCC, if you're Team Flash, I mean.
Yeah,
Now the
Astral
push from
Echo
the
is
Lord.
gonna soon fly on the team, but enjoying just the second skill. No ults yet, not rushing
Diablo.
things, but trying to kill here Diablo is dead just for duration of the taunt on the Fredrin and Carry damaging mid lane. Fanny from the behind gets interrupted by the airborne effect of Fredrin, and here they're
JPL.
trying to kill
Oh,
the tanks here, but no
they wanna
damage.
defend.
Phoenix, absolutely no damage, and
Oh,
here
Hades.
is the gold advantage comes
Oh,
out
the
from Hades. Gonna try to do the
Hades.
from the base to the face
no.
and not reaching the fountain and not reaching his HP in time. There was potential probably to defend if
Oh,
the
that's it.
miraculous play here, but not gonna happen. And such a smart tank in here for Fredrin to make
Oh,
this
that's
crystal pop.
Now we're going into game number 3 as Hades tried, Kurt Easy tried,